I'm Andre Huey, and this is the SKN Newsline Newscast. Welcome. Students are willing to take the vaccine against the COVID-19 virus, but some guardians remain hesitant as education authorities work towards sustained face-to-face teaching and learning. SKN Newsline's Glenn Bart has more.
With SKN Newsline, Powell indicated that students were more willing to take the vaccine as authorities push for higher levels of vaccination within schools.
I understand that a number of children have been taken to receive their first shot. Some have actually been able to get their second shots last week. I don't have the benefit of exact numbers right now, but we continue to encourage parents to take the students. We find that the students themselves are very much willing and prepared to go and take the vaccine, and the vast majority of hesitance comes from the parents. Similarly, with the teachers, we continue to encourage all teachers and staff of schools to go and get vaccinated. Ultimately, we would prefer a situation where 99% of them are. Unfortunately, we're not there yet, but we continue to encourage them.
With higher vaccination levels within the school system, education authorities are hoping that the shutdown of classes and schools would be unnecessary and face-to-face class instructions could be sustained.
Face-to-face instruction continues in St. Kitts for all schools. I think that we probably have the highest percentage of students in school in the region at the moment. We have a plan which has been executed and continues to work. While, yes, we may have had to have class here and there change to online or remote learning, the vast majority of schools and classrooms have remained open. We've not had to close down any schools, so to speak, although we had one that had to revert to online learning for about a week. That school is back up and running. And we think the plan is working, and we are, through this plan, able to mitigate and minimize learning loss.
It is hoped that students will experience a more stable school year as they prepare for various examinations. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Field hospitals donated by the U.S. are now in St. Kitts and Nevis and ready to be installed, as we hear in this report. Preparations are underway for the assembly of 2 field hospitals here on St. Kitts. A press release from the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, said in its mandate to manage disasters nationally, NEMA is in the receipt of 2 field hospitals donated by U.S. Southcoms. The field hospitals are intended to complement the existing health facility by providing care to the growing COVID-19 cases. Accordingly, training of health practitioners and support staff were expected to begin on Monday. The Deputy National Disaster Coordinator, Mrs. Clarissa Langley-Stevens, says the nation is thankful for the timely donation of the field hospitals. The useful gifts from the U.S. government to the Ministry of Health will further strengthen our fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Mrs. Langley-Stevens urged participants to immerse themselves in the training opportunity that is being provided, as it will make them further equipped as first responders. The donation was made by U.S. Southcoms as part of their ongoing partnership with NEMA and the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. U.S. Southcom is the parent company of TradeWinds. TradeWinds is an exercise that takes place every 2 years with partner nations designed to create partnership with the U.S. government and the Caribbean region. This is an effort to enhance the collective ability of the defense forces and constabularies, as well as to conduct humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations. Meanwhile, in the Prime Minister's most recent press conference, Chief of Staff at the JNF General Hospital, Dr. Cameron Wilkinson, spoke about how the field hospitals will be utilized.
The field hospital that we are supposed to be getting, it's a 40-bed hospital. And I want you to know, when we say that we're getting a field hospital, it doesn't necessarily mean that this comes with a CT scan and an X-ray machine, etc. And so the best place to have a field hospital is close to the hospital where you have the ancillary services. And so we have been looking at a space between medical ward and private ward. There's a big open space there where we will be in discussions with persons from NEMA and other stakeholders to determine whether or not that would be the best place to put the field hospital. So if someone needs a CT scan, X-ray, etc., they will not have to travel from an off-site to the hospital to get that.
Premier Mark Brantley at his press conference last week said that one of the field hospitals donated by the US would be established on Nevis. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. When we come back, political leaders on Nevis at odds over COVID-19 vaccination.
Hey, man, I just can't believe, boy.
Yo, sweet boy, what you really crying for?
Why you see me crying, boy? My man crying. I just see her thinking about that girl. I think she cheating on me, you know.
You lie.
Boy, for real. A couple of weeks ago, right? She come telling me how I'm too sweet. And that I just make she belly roll and I got her thighs rubbing. What is that?
No, man.
But yes. Look, she tell me, right, that we need some time apart. To be honest, I wasn't too concerned about that because you know how the girls and them, they're addicted to me sweetness. But then I see she the other day and the girl looking so good, looking so fresh and so lean.
Boy, you sure she addicted to you?
But yes. But wait. Look at her. Come. Hide. Boy, come hide now. Oh, I can't believe, but is that what going on? Really? Why you got to say for yourself?
Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody, hey.
If you're looking for a one-stop shop for all your electronics, you only have two stores to choose from. Island Electronics on 4th Street, Bastyr, and Smart Electronics at Port Zante. At Island Electronics, you have some of the top brands in electronics, from the top-of-the-line smartphones, Samsung and iPhone, laptop computers, smart TVs, washing machines, small appliances, phone accessories, refrigerators, and so much more. Brands include Whirlpool, Samsung, Black & Decker, HP, and much more. Island Electronics is located in the heart of Bastyr. Make it easy for you to access and shop. You can also choose to shop at Smart Electronics. Get the same great deals and quality products, the widest array in smartphones, including the latest Samsung Z Fold, smart TVs, and simply the best in household appliances like stoves, refrigerators, washing machines, even dishwashers. At Smart Electronics, get products for your leisure, headphones, video games, from Nintendo Switch to PlayStation 5, Bluetooth speakers, and much more. It's so hot these days. Well, at Smart Electronics, you can buy fans or air conditioners. And the brands that Smart Electronics carry are simply the best. JL, Beats, Whirlpool, Amazon, LG, Samsung, HP, Dell, RCA, and many more. You can choose to buy cash or on layaway. So if you're looking for electronic stores with the best deal and quality, Island Electronics and Smart Electronics are your only choices. Choose the store of your convenience. Contact them today. Smart Electronics at 466-4271 or WhatsApp 668-2818 or Island Electronics at 665-8677. Two stores, one great experience.
Welcome back. Nevis Premier criticizes opposition on issues surrounding COVID-19. Well, the opposition leader says the NIA not addressing key issues. Glenn Bart reports.
Political leaders on Nevis seem to be at opposite poles on the issue of vaccination against the COVID-19 virus. Nevis's Premier Mark Brantley expressed the view that the political opposition on Nevis should be more engaged and publicly pro-vaccination. Premier Brantley was commenting on the issue during his October press conference at his office in Charlestown. According to Premier Brantley, the current opposition Nevis Reformation Party needs to be more out front in encouraging their supporters to get vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus.
I have admired across our region the response in different places. In Trinidad and Tobago, Kamla Bisesa, leader of the opposition, former prime minister, I was impressed beyond measure to see Kamla and her party organizing buses to take their supporters and take their people to get vaccinated. In St. Lucia, the now Prime Minister Pierre, when he was in opposition, led his entire team on camera to go and get vaccinated. You see that effort being replicated in Jamaica, where the Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, had a broadcast online with the shadow Minister of Health, that is the man in the opposition, I can't remember his name, but for the PNP, sat together, said whatever our differences politically, on this matter, we are together. People must go out and get vaccinated. What have you got in St. Kitts and Nevis? Me not tell nobody to do it. Me not tell nobody don't do it. It's up to people to make up their mind. You can't force nobody. People are waffling all over the place. And nothing, I think, could help our economy more. Nothing could help our people get back to work more than for opposition and government to hold hands on this issue.
Speaking with SKN Newsline, NRP leader Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge said the issue of hesitancy needs to be addressed, and the NRP had made recommendations to the COVID-19 task force on this issue. She believes, however, that the Nevis Island administration is falling short on effectively tackling the hesitancy issue.
Unless we engage people and find out what their concerns are, then I think it will be very difficult to just try to repeat the same message, to get vaccinated without trying to find out what the real issues and concerns are that people may have. And we are not of the view that sufficient engagement with people at the community level have been going on. There's more focus on the message that we've been hearing all along. I would have had a meeting with the Premier as well, again expressing the same issue to have more engagement and respect that some people would have different opinions, and rather than just mandating, well, not mandating, but rather than just preaching the same message without engaging the doctors, then I think that is one of the fallacies, I think, of the approach that is being taken right now.
Just over 69% of the target population of St. Kitts and Nevis are fully vaccinated. However, health authorities are hoping to reach close to 80% for fuller economic and social activities in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Pharmacy Week is approaching, and the importance of pharmacists and pharmacy will remain the focal point. October 17th to the 23rd is the second annual Pharmacy Week in St. Kitts and Nevis under the theme Pharmacists' Role in Medication Safety Management. Ms. Vanessa Matthew is the Chief Pharmacist at the GNF General Hospital Pharmacy. She spoke to our newsroom about why this year's observation of Pharmacy Week is so important.
We have always realized in the profession that it is important that persons understand the importance of taking care of themselves, taking the medication the right way. Don't do really strange things with their medication, like sharing the medication, taking it when they feel like, when they remember, overdosing. It is such a wide topic, and so we decided to focus on or zoom in on medication safety for this year's Pharmacy Week.
She encouraged pharmacists around the country to truly celebrate the occasion.
I have encouraged our members to really get excited, because if you don't get excited for your thing, nobody will get excited for you. So we are hopefully going all out this year, hopefully, decorating, wearing our T-shirts, wearing our shirts like I'm wearing now, right? And get excited for your profession. So that is what I am pushing to all the pharmacists out there. Get excited for your profession. Be proud of being a pharmacist. Be proud of where you are, at whatever level you are. And as we would say, big up yourself.
Meanwhile, Ms. Matthew listed the activities that will take place next week.
We are going to do a number of activities similar to what we did last year. We'll be opening with our church service on the 17th. And we will be having our virtual sessions on the 18th, the 20th, and the 22nd. That's the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, we'll be having our usual fun day. And for pharmacy, fun day is fun day. Not pharmacy going to have a picnic, but no, we need an adrenaline rush because we're always in the pharmacy. It is such a low-key type of activity. We need something that's going to get us excited and get us going and really show people that pharmacists can have fun as well. We're not sure what we're doing yet. We may do zipline, we may go back to the ATV tour, we may do paintball wars, we don't know yet.
The purpose of Pharmacy Week is designed to educate the public on the importance of pharmacy and pharmacists. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Finally, on the local scene, natives of St. Johnson's Village residing abroad give back to the village school. More in this report. The Dr. William Connor Primary School received a donation of school supplies from nationals living abroad who are originally from the St. Johnson Village, where the school is located. The donation comprises stationery supplies for staff and students, which were presented to the school recently. In a statement from the school principal, Ms. Jean Boddy Nisbet, she expressed gratitude on behalf of the staff and students for the donation. We would like to thank these persons for their unwavering support over the past years, the principal said. She listed the names of those who made the donation.
Juan Bradley, Ellis Byron, Philip Ozzie Brown, Donald Walters, Vincent Herbert, a.k.a. Black, Debbie Coker, Jacelyn Williams, Dr. Irvin Sweeney, Taniqua Esdale, Sheila Brown, and Calvin Thomas. To all these persons, we extend our sincere gratitude for such donation.
Thank you for donating all those stuff like pens, pencils, crayons, and I'd like to thank you.
The donation is done every year to the school. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline. When we come back, safe zones being established in Trinidad and Tobago.
Are you ready to create high-performing TV commercials?
Ready.
Ready. Ready. Create and tell compelling stories. Reach your target audience. And build brand awareness. Our strategies and execution will provide for your desired outcome and clearly represent your brand. Visit us at www.madebyopen.com and get started on your creative video commercial today. Lights, camera, Open Interactive.
It's official. Safe zones are open to fully vaccinated members of the public in Trinidad and Tobago. This means members of the public can now dine in, work out in the gym, and watch a movie in the cinema. TTT News has the details.
It's official. Safe zones are open to fully vaccinated members of the public. This means members of the public can now dine in, work out in the gym, and watch a movie in cinema. But as the safe zones are opened, police officers will be vaccinated and ready to enforce regulations. Acting Commissioner of Police MacDonald Jacob over the weekend assured that officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service are standing ready to ensure public health guidelines are being adhered to within safe zones. The safe zones are restaurants, bars, cinemas and theaters, gyms and wellness studios, water parks and private members' clubs. Persons who are not fully vaccinated cannot enter a safe zone. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines says the TT Safe Zone initiative, which begins today, Monday, is meant to balance lives and livelihoods. Minister Hines says the country is at the stage where it can safely inoculate eligible persons, and those who take the vaccine can enjoy the protection of vaccination.
It is the phase we are in now where we are trying to give business some projection and some precedence over the virus in the context of us being vaccinated and in the context of our understanding better the coronavirus issue.
While safe zone locations permit only fully vaccinated staff and patrons, some unvaccinated public health officers may be on site to verify the credentials of those on site. But Minister Hines sees this as simply a marginal issue.
Individual raises the question, what happens with a public health officer or a policeman who is not vaccinated? To me, that is peripheral to the issue. The employers of those persons will treat with that on the basis of the laws of Trinidad and Tobago.
London's Metropolitan Police will not take any further action against Prince Andrew following a review prompted by Jeffrey Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre. BBC News reports.
Virginia Giuffre claims she was trafficked to the prince by the convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein when she was 17. The Duke of York has consistently denied the allegations. A civil lawsuit in the US is still ongoing. Graham Satchell reports.
This is the now famous photograph of Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre, taken more than 20 years ago when she was just 17. Miss Giuffre claims she was trafficked to the UK and sexually assaulted by Prince Andrew, a claim the prince denies. This is Miss Giuffre last year with her legal team. She's bringing a civil case against the Duke of York in America. The court documents claim Prince Andrew sexually abused her, knowing she was a child. The Met Police have conducted a series of reviews into the allegations against Prince Andrew and started another one when details of the civil case became clear. Speaking last year, the Met Commissioner, Dame Cressida Dick, said no one is above the law. Now, in a statement, the Met say they have concluded their review and will be taking no further action. Miss Giuffre is alleged to have been trafficked to the UK by the American financier and sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein took his own life in a New York jailhouse in 2019. Epstein and Prince Andrew were friends for a number of years. There have been previous reviews into the allegations against Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein. Explaining their decision to take no further action in those cases, the Met said any investigation into human trafficking would be largely focused on activities and relationships outside the UK, and that the Metropolitan Police Service was not the appropriate authority to conduct inquiries in these circumstances. Prince Andrew has retired from royal duties, is rarely seen in public. The outcome of this review means there's no prospect of a formal criminal investigation here in the UK, but the Met say they will continue to liaise with other law enforcement agencies. Graham Satchell, BBC News.
Former West Indies T20 World Cup captain Darren Sammy is back in the Windies to successfully defend their T20 World Cup title. More from ABS TV in Antigua and Barbuda.
Speaking on Sports 360 on Thursday evening, Sammy pointed to the team being well balanced and having what it takes to win.
You look at the squad from a batting point of view, the amount of match winners we have there. I mean, if Lewis or Gale don't get you, Puran don't get you, I mean, I cannot see all 6 of these batters failing at the same time for us to lose a game. With the match-winning power that we have, I believe we will be silent favorites, you know, but I think this is the first time we will be going into the World Cup where they say, you know what, West Indies could win.
The two-time T20 World Cup winner also believes that the Universe boss Chris Gayle has earned his spot in the squad.
I personally believe, you know, Chris Gayle has earned the right to be in Abu Dhabi now with the West Indies team. What he's contributed to the sport, what he's contributed in that format, you know, the leading run scorer in that format, what he's done, and as a captain who've been in the dressing room with him in 3 World Cups, his contributions, his presence in the dressing room, you know, it brings a lot of calmness into that dressing room.
Sammy is convinced when put to the test, the leading run-getter in the format will answer the call.
The boss will be ready. You know, he knows people calling his name, and don't be surprised if the boss have a tournament to remember and help us defend that cup. But I believe he's earned his right to have a proper farewell, a chance to defend the World Cup title, and then you could do whatever you want after this.
Shreve Sargent, ABS Sport.
Welcome to the SKN Newsline Weather Report. I am Janil Boone. Here is a look at the 4-day forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis. For a more detailed weather report, visit our website at www.sknnewsline.com.
This has been the SKN Newsline Newscast. I'm Andre Huey. Thank you for watching. For more news, you can visit our website at www.sknnewsline.com or visit our Facebook page. From all of us here at SK Newsline and at Channel 95, I'm Andre Huey. Thank you for watching.